Hello and welcome to another Britain's Hidden History with me, Ross Broadstock, and this is the path up the Garth. We call it the Garth Mountain. It's not quite 1,000 feet, but who cares about that? And we're going to look into the fact of it being an observatory. Somewhere where you can observe either the sun or the moon or both. This is something that Hugh Evans has worked on for ages, absolutely brilliantly, working it all out from things like using Google Earth and looking at the setups, how he's working out the angles. Is it to observe Orion? We've got the 3 mounds on there which might represent the belt of Orion from that constellation, might not, who knows. What we are going to do is go up and observe how much of an observatory is it. So if you are looking to go up the Garth, this is the turning you look for on the left. You can't take any cars up there. You have to find somewhere to park, try not to block the road. You might end up walking back up this road, maybe from Gwaelod. And then basically it's Shanks's pony straight up. It's quite a good climb, quite hard. So have your climbing boots on you and a good attitude. So this is about most of the way up, a bit more than half of the way up. And look at the views you get. This was right in summer at the end of that heat wave we had with the lockdown. Everywhere was very hot and dry and it was fantastic. That's the Severn over there, the Severn estuary. It's so big the river there, people think of it as a sea. So in the distance you can see Somerset, where the cider apples grow over in England. And you're looking down towards Cardiff, which you can't quite see here, but you see in the middle in a minute. And you see other landmarks such as Castle Cork and things like that, because we're on the south side of the hill. And oh, there we are, well done me on the camera. There's the towers at the top of Castle Cork, which we think might be the star representing, was it Betelgeuse, the one that is the red star and is a red castle, so it seems more than a coincidence perhaps. And then we're going to keep pushing up, and you'll see it's well worth the view, whether you're interested in astronomies or not. It's fantastic. Just a quick shot here to give you an idea of the difficulty of the climb. It's not too bad, it's just steadily up, it's pretty straight, it's not too far. Maybe a mile all the way up to the top, probably not that far even, and it's just worth it. It's stunning all the way around. People go up there anyway just to see the views. And what we're going to do, there's 3 major mounds, one of which Hugh has pointed out could be a fulcrum. That's a mound or a point with the top cut off to stand on. Alright, this is the view as you get towards the top, and on the left there you can see the main mound, and that's the one with the trig point on it, which Tim will show us how that works in a minute and what's all that's to do. So you'll see that there's always people up there. You can see a couple of people there, socially distancing of course, and we're going to have a look up from there. But that's not the mound that we want. That's, we're not sure what that mound is. That's not the observatory as far as Hugh's concerned. So get near the top, take some water with you, you'll be fine. Look at the ferns and that as well. Some interesting things around there we'll mention. It's quite a large mound, you really can't miss the mountain at all. Right, so I'm up to the top of the Garth, and this is the highest point, the trig point. Have a look at this, boys. And so I've got to explain to us what this is all about.
Oh yeah, this is a trig point on top of a concrete block, and it's at the highest point on many mountains that you see around the country. This base plate here, which is made of brass so it doesn't corrode, has actually got 3 grooves in it. It's so that you sit your theodolite in the middle of, on top of this, in the centre, anchor them down. There's supposed to be 3 hooks there which are being vandalised, but you then take your bearings to distant mountain tops that have also got these things on, so that gradually, by going across the country, you form a complete matrix or grid of interconnected points, all that have been surveyed accurately. That's the idea.
It's working out stunning views. I didn't realise. Just get my bearings. It's almost like you can see all the way up to the beacons that way. Look, that can't be the beacons, is it?
Yeah, that's up there in the distance on the horizon. That's going to be, I think Pennyvan's just out of sight behind that mountain, but it's going to be, I think you can see Bulk up there.
Yeah.
And you can probably see, what's the first one? You've got Pennyvan, Cribbin. I think it's Cribbin and Bulk you can see in the distance.
Oh, well, Bulk is where I intend being on summer solstice.
Is it?
Yeah, we're going to track the sun over the Sugarloaf. And I think we shall see interesting things. And if it goes wrong, I'm blaming it all on Rob. It's his idea. So, hang on a second. That's the hill foot there then?
Yeah, that's Kyra straight over there. See that bit of patch of green?
Yeah.
Big patch of green. You've got the one field sort of sloping at an angle, and then the flat bit.
See, the hill foot doesn't look very high from here, does it?
It doesn't.
It's very deceptive. It's a trap.
It's 100 foot lower than this.
It's a trap because it looks easy.
Yeah.
It's a trap. Jeez. The Garth really is amazing. You might want to define it as a hill, but it'll always be a mountain as far as South Wales is concerned. Look at this. All across the Severn. Right the way around there. Across the beautiful Vale. Beautiful woodland. Arnie pointed out looks like the Forest of Fangorn. And then you got Cardiff. You realise, people forget that Cardiff's a port and it's right on the coast. Just to give an idea here, look, there's the National Stadium. So we have the ceremonial drubbing of the English every year, or every 2 years now, sorry. Oh, there it is. We bring 15 English down to be sacrificed, up to 23 in recent years. Bring as many as they like. Here we go. Beautiful. And then we go the other way. Yeah, I think Tim's calling me. Could be this mound, looks more like it perhaps, is it? Aha, hang on.
Right, this is the third one, Hugh. This is the...
So I make this the middle one.
This is the frustrum.
We just agree what's the middle one. I think this is the frustrum, yeah. Anyway, go on.
I think this is the frustrum. And what you've got here, look at this.
Go look, follow Tim. Try to put you on speakerphone, go on, point there.
You've got a ridge. You've got a ridge here, and you've got a ridge here.
All right, here we go.
All right.
This looks more like it. Where's the ridges? Point again, please, Tim.
There's a ridge here and a ridge here.
Ah! The proper ridges.
And if you stand at the top there,
you've got it and you stood on top of the frustrum.
If you stand
on the frustrum
here
and
you look at the centre of the arrow, that bearing is 90 degrees east exactly.
Right, so there's a
90
bearing.
degrees east.
Yeah.
So that's east the corner.
It shouldn't be dead east because the sun doesn't rise there on the summer solstice. Winter solstice.
Well, summer solstice does, doesn't it?
That's where it's pointing.
Where does the sun rise in the summer solstice?
Will be further over to your left because it's rising closer to the north. But anyway.
Well, there's another double ridge there.
The right mound.
But also,
the right mound, and depending where you stand on top of the frustrum will give you the 2 points of your bearings. So you've got the angle of the arrow at the front, which
yes.
you can see, and your standing point on the frustrum, which needs to be properly central, will give you the bearing. So if it's 90 degrees east, then it's 90 degrees east. So it does point. It should point in the link I've given you to on Google Earth to the rising of Orion.
Okay, we'll have a look at that.
What bearing would that be, Hugh? Do you know?
Well, direct east, you say?
It's slightly south of. It's like 107 degrees or something like that.
Is it?
Off the top of my head.
Tim,
I'm just looking at the base of this to see how, because this has obviously been dug into at many points.
Yeah, it's really deep, by the way. Yeah, it's not just a flat top, Hugh. This goes sinks down in the middle.
Right.
See,
So the point is, it's not a mound. It's a cone with the top taken off.
Yeah, and gone down in the middle as well.
Okay, so
maybe the other.
Turn back to the pointer, Rob. Turn back to the pointer.
Yep. You still there?
that path coming up from the point would not be your bearing.
Yes.
So you've got to look at the two lengths of the long sides
Yep.
as well.
You should come with me, Zav. There's two other things I want to show to you.
You need to draw a line from the two long sides and bisect that line and go from the apex of the point to the bisecting point and up to the top of the frustrum, and that'll be your bearing.
Well, I'll make that about here. Because yeah, it's very accurate. I want to show you as well, Tim. Hugh, sorry. I don't know if you can see, as you go down the path, there's two little knobs. They kind of mark.
I can't see them.
I'll go a bit nearer. So I want to show you, because if you just follow the bearing.
Yeah, I can see it here. That's the gun sight.
Yeah.
That's the gun sight.
Yeah, there's sights, and there's another sight behind it. Okay.
There may be some rocks under there covered in moss and dirt.
Well, they're definitely sticking up, although they're not very big. They're all you need to make a sighting. But the other one I want to show you.
Your battery's about to run out.
All right,
I've just had a message. Your battery's about to run out.
Okay, but if
and
you
also there's a mound
just quickly.
There,
There's two. Look, there's two.
that mound there. There's a mound another 5 yards ahead of you.
Yes.
There's another mound there. So that could be important too.
Well, what I'm saying is it's a double mound. Looks like another sight as well, perhaps. And I'll also take some bearings from there and see, because it also might be something that there's another vantage point there.
This is at least a solar and stellar observatory you're standing on.
Wow, how exciting is that?
You need to take all those little knobs and you know, there may be stones in those ridges as well. I don't know.
Well, they've stayed there somehow, haven't they? Somehow they haven't fallen down.
You can ask Tim on his mobile phone, because he should have a magnetometer in his phone.
You've got a magnetometer, Tim?
Check the magnetic.
I've got a
Yeah.
compass.
Tim.
Yeah.
It's got a compass as well.
Tim.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah.
Are you able to access the magnetometer in your phone?
Is that through settings?
Yeah, it's in settings, but if you walk along those two ridges, there may be sort of rocks under there. That would change the magnetic flux.
Oh, and you see the readings change.
But anyway, fiddle around, have a go with it. You know where you are now, you can always go back up there.
Yeah, it's easy to get to, yeah.
Okay.
This does, now you got me thinking now, because it's hard to tell how much is vandalism and how much is deliberate, because there's like grooves and stuff. That looks like it's just been dug out for sheep or something, but there's lots of curious things here. It's not just a flat mound, you know. There's a lot of clues, I reckon.
They shouldn't be digging that stuff out for sheep.
Well, I think that's what it looks like. It looks like it's been recently done something to it. There's a few of them. I just wonder. But there's knobbles all the way around. You see, I wonder if there's more than one sighting from here. I think.
Well, it could be a stone circle.
Because if you look, yeah, I think it could have been a stone circle, because there's little bumps all the way around.
Yeah.
See, there's another one there. There's a bigger one. You can see that one. Look, see.
Yeah.
They're quite big, some of the bobs.
Yeah, there could be stones under the earth. There could be stones under the earth. They just got lots of soil over the top of them.
I agree.
That's why you.
And I'll also be curious. Nope, he's gone. Right, okay, one to look at here as well is good chat with Hugh before the batteries run out here, so we got all we need to know for now. I'm curious, if we look around the edge of this mound, all these little knobbles could well be a stone circle. And I'm curious now because the high point, Tim, is actually here. The high point's not in the middle. This is the high point. And if I look at that, the path through the gun sights we're talking about, it comes directly to this point here, look. Are we taking another bearing there? See what that is? Who stands here? This is the high point. And then, see the gun shop? Look at that, almost 100. That's what we say it should be, wasn't it? Orion, wasn't it? 100? Oh no, the sun. Anyway, we just need to video all this so we can. That's about 98 degrees from here, yeah? What we need to do as well next time is, have we got no way of measuring this? Do you have just bring a tape next time, yeah. We need to measure exactly.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, see where we're all standing now, these little bumps could all be the different markers on some sort of sundial or something like that. Some sort of astronomical observations. I mean, it's a stunning spot for seeing everything, and you can see where there's two mounds, like there, we've shown them already. And the other one, Arnie, if you have a little spin around a sec, there's a double mound there. If you just keep filming with me, you stay there, I'm going to go across. What we got directly in front of you, so there's 2 mounds.
Yep.
That might look like a sighter for something. And then from here, you can clearly see the ridges. So we've got one ridge there, another ridge there, and where they meet, that point is directly east. So it's not an accident. These are not just random ridges. And this is the path up. So we're trying to work, it's very difficult to work out exactly what the high point is at the moment, where the centre of it is. Right, if you want to film me, I'll just pop down there.
Right, well as showing the world just how much weight I put on during lockdown, that's got to come off. What I'm doing is following the path down, as Hugh directed. There's the 2 ridges which form a point. Another thing which you wouldn't have been able to see from working this out on Google Earth is there's actually 2 little knobs there, or nodules, and they form the gun sight. You look through them. And now I'm walking through what would be the south ridge, and Hugh wants to observe this to see if you observe the moon throughout the month where it rises would effectively move back and forth on this line. You could work out the day. I'm also interested, well, Hugh put me onto it, but I'm interested in the idea of this maybe being a solar observatory. We filmed this very close to the summer solstice. So what we were trying to do was work, as you can see there, I'm putting up, this is the point where the 2 ridges meet, and that seems to be pretty close to east. What I want to do then is go further north, because the sun doesn't always rise in the east. That's a bit of a myth. It moves across the night sky, or the sky, every day. And when you get the summer solstice, which is what we're trying to work out, this could be the highest point. Now, as you can see, that last bit's vandalised. So is that the highest point, or is it the head of the ridge? Well, you can see above my head that rather large mound in the distance. And I knew when I stood there might be something there that might verify this. So I'm going to check all those angles and see if this is indeed marker for the highest point the sun gets to. Okay, now I've observed, a bit further back, is another 2 mounds. Maybe burial mounds, whatever, I don't know. What I'm trying to work out here is if this is another bigger gun site, as it were. And if you look in the far distance, what I'm trying to do is give you my arms as a line up where the centre of the fulcrum is, and there's another large hill on that horizon in the far distance. And these people, how they line things up, is amazing. So I'm pointing more to the right there, aren't I? Anyway, that's just going to give people an idea. This is the best view from the camera rather than the view I had. Maybe those 2 large mounds there also put a marker that when the sun or the moon passes through that line, that's significant. Or maybe it points to a certain star. Maybe that's what the bit that points to Orion. Now, if you look at the work that Alexander Thom, Thom, did on observatories, those kind of a valley or a V shape or a crook, if you like, they are very important, because then you can see exactly when the sun or moon, whatever object, fits exactly on that V. And Arnie's doing his best there to zoom in for me. Very difficult at such long distance, but maybe that's a sight line to observe when the sun is at its highest point or moving. Alright, so there's one more look from the top. You can just about see that yellow patch. This is the ridge in front. And then through to me, that's on the gun sights. And then, ooh, it's hard to tell. Does it line up on that V or the mountain tops? Oh, there we go. Alright, need to write down all the angles. Remember when we worked it out, we did work out the compass angles, and the top of the ridge was pretty close to the highest point of the sun. But need to put more work into that. And there's one last sweep through, and you can see this ridge at the front here. You can see what that lines up with. All these are taken from the top of the fulcrum.
If we take this as our marker point here. Right, so over there we got in the channel or Severn estuary, spotted, we've got the 2 islands, Echni, Flatholm, with this lighthouse. Just curious. What do you reckon the bearing is there, Tim?
150 degrees.
Exactly 150. Yeah, it makes it interesting because they're exactly right number, isn't it? People can see this. A little white marker on there, the lighthouse. So the Echni was very sacred. That's supposed to be the island that Tudrig wanted to go to be healed or to die. Yeah, I just about got it in there. Oops, sorry, difficult on full zoom. So there's the island of Echni in the Severn. Let's see if we zoom back out to our observation mound. It's exactly 150 degrees. And there's Steep Home. They start using the Welsh name for that as well.
Okay, so there you have it. That's looking back towards the main trig point mound. And we're also very, very curious about this area of ferns you see in front of it, this green area. I think that might be another mound, an observatory, very much a cut down fulcrum. Woo, camera's going crazy. Yep, little green area there. So, see what you think. Leave some comments. We will be going back. As Arnie says, I'll be back. We'll be back to this hill. And we're going to be mapping out the angles, trying to work out the solar map. Well, not the solar, but the observatory of the sun and the moon, and how it might all tie together. And there's the great views. You know, these very convenient hills all over the place. So you also get a quick look across South Wales with the sun out. Nice change to the Welsh flag days. And this is us walking back down. If you want to get to the Garth, it's very easy. You'll see on most maps, come down to Nick the Morgan, come off the Llantrisant exits, come up from Cardiff, and look up. You'll see the Garth. The nearest villages are Pentyrch, Pentyrch, and Gwaelod de Garth, which, when the world is normal, has the most wonderful pub at the top where you can get fantastic meals. You know the people there. They don't know me so well, but they know Tim. Tell them Tim sent you, as they say. And yeah, it's the most wonderful part of the world. It's a wonderful observatory. Just looking at the clouds. Notice how blue the sky was through all the lockdown, how we didn't see any aeroplanes. So there we are. So as you can see, this gives you an idea, sort of walk down. It's fairly steep, but it's not that difficult compared to others. And we'll be putting up more information soon about the findings and the solar and lunar calendars. So hope you enjoyed that. Something like back from the summer, from the end of lockdown. Okay, so wishing you all the best. This is Ross from Britain's Hidden History signing out with my good friend there, Tim Lewis, and Hugh Evans on the phone. Thank you for their great work and for bringing me up to speed and showing me the sights. And from Arnie, my cameraman, and Zavi, also cameraman, and Angie, and all of us here, until the next time, we wish you very well and peace and heddiw.
And the guy's chasing a ridiculous straight in the last card. Pops the 8 in the middle of his inside straight. Now so you've got a 6, 7, 9, 10. What's the odds on an 8 ball?